Okay, so in this part we will be covering the part of editing as well as creating a new entry in the movie rater. So how to do this? So I think this will be the last crude operations that we will be doing, and the next we'll be deploying the our backend as well as the front end API. Okay, so how do we do this? So first of all, we need to just copy this the font awesome, because we also need to have a button for edit. So in this trash also we need to keep a button of edit, so that now we have the button of edit, and also we need to create a button for the create a new entry as well. So for that, usually we use the semantics UI. So like how to use this? So for that, semantic UI React we can use. This is like the thing that we use for using the pre-built functionalities, because semantic UI is really famous for front end. So just a minute, it loads. I think the net connection is slow. I'm just pausing the video. Okay, so there you have. So for getting started, we need to install the package of the semantic UI. So for installing the package, I don't know why the net's too slow. Okay, finally the net's connection is fixed. So for that, like if you want to install the semantic UI, the thing is like I'm just pausing the server for a bit, and we need to install. You can either use yarn or you can use npm. Both of them will work fine. We need to wait till the installation is complete. It will take some time. I'm just pausing the video again. Okay, the semantic UI is being installed. The only thing that we need to now add is just copy this and add this in the index HTML page. You can add this anywhere in the head, like where the head is, like in the font awesome where we added, just add this part. Okay, now we are fine. So now let's say if you want to add a button, so let me just search for some button and just have it. So let's say if you want this simple button, just try it and copy this code. Not this, there will be like a one more thing for you. Just copy this. Okay, so I'm just coming in the movie list app.js. In the app.js, we can, the net is troubling me. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's not completely loaded though, but it's okay. The simple button, we can use this. Okay, so in the header, let's just create a new button, and it might happen that this thing is not loaded, so sorry for this. In the, like if you want to use this any of the button, you have to like write from import button. So simple, just copy this thing. Okay, from button, not React, Bootstrap. I installed with the React, but the semantic UI is much good. Okay, it's fine. So we just start our server, npm start. Need to wait for some time till the server loads. Okay, it's fast comparatively. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now till it loads, let's explain the workflow. So we can add just one component of, let's name it as movie updated. In the movie updated, will perform both our function, that is the creating a new movie as well as updating the movie as well. So in this, like it's a really a huge button that's being created. No worries. It's either that we have inserted somewhere in the wrong div, or okay, there you go. We might have inserted in some wrong div, that's why. Okay, so in this, click here. Let's just rename this to create a new movie. Okay, so just I have changed it. So whenever the user is pressing on any, like in first of all, when we are pressing on any one of the title, it's giving a detailed description of this. However, if I press this edit, oh, sorry, it got deleted. Because we had copied the function as well, that's why. Let me just enter it. So I'm entering 3 idiots movie again. So now it's 3 idiots, and let's just name it to something extraction, and let's name this thing as action. Let's give it 5 stars, and let's change this to action. Okay, and if I'm sending this, so now I have 2 data in hand. Okay, so now I have 3 idiots as well as I have extraction. The thing was happening is that in the delete, when we were pressing edit also, the delete command was being fired. Now this can be due to multiple reasons. Okay, the first reason is in front of our eyes, that on click we had passed the delete. Okay, now it will not happen. So yeah, okay, so delete is nothing is happening in the delete, but sorry, in the edit. But what we need to do is that whenever the user presses the edit option, a new form should be displayed over here, in which the user might enter, like when we press the delete, how this comes up. Similarly, when we press the delete, a new form should come up. So for that, we can create a new component for it as well. So what we can do is that initially we will not create a component, we will just set everything up. So how we can do is that create a new file. Let's name it movie update.js. Okay, okay, there you go. I am RC and CC. Name it as movie update. There you go. And in the movie update, let's just keep it simple. Keep it as right now. Just write anything. Let's say I'm writing update. Okay, update and create. Okay, we need to like bifurcate them. But the thing is, now we need to just do something here. So we are here, and in the app.js, in the render method, we create something called as edited movie whose initial value is null. Okay, so what is happening is that when I'm pressing this edited button, this edit movie should be updated. Okay, so for that I need to create a function. Let's name it movie edited. Okay, I'll get something from it, x arrow function. I'm passing it, and I'm changing this dot edited movie, sorry, this dot state dot edited movie. I'm changing this, I can't change like this dot set state, and I'm changing my edited movie to the movie I'll get here. Okay, so this is the thing that we will be doing now. In the movie edited, I will be passing it in the movie list. Okay, so I'm passing in the movie list. I'm passing as, just a minute, I'm passing this thing as this dot movie edited. Okay, I'm passing this, and in the movie list, whenever the user is clicking on this, click is this dot movie edited of x. However, you have two options. Either I've not tried this. Let's try this runtime. If I do this dot props dot movie edited, and if I'm pressing x, that means I'm calling the function of parent class with this object. So in this movie edited x, I will be coming in app.js, and here in the movie edited, if I'm, let's say, console.log, if I'm writing x and if I'm saving this, let's see whether I'm able to see this or not. Just a minute, what's happening? Okay, okay. Localhost 3000. Okay, why we are not able to see anything? It will be some error. So let's just solve it first. In the console, what we have is that logo. It's okay. It's okay. We don't have any. Okay, so what's happening here? Why are we having so many functions over here? Each child. Okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. So the thing is that we have not, I think, mentioned in the on click. Okay, so on click we have something. Uh, why not initially just ignore this part, save this, and see that whether this thing is loading or not. Okay, now this thing is loading, but if on click, let's say we are not calling the parent method, we are making a new function and naming it as movie edit. So let's just create a movie edit one first. So movie edit is equal to x, it's an event, so event, and here if I call this dot state sorry, this dot props dot what's the name, movie edit, right? We named it as movie edit, yeah, movie edited. Okay, so this dot props dot movie edited, and if I'm passing my x in there, okay, let's see whether now it's loading or not. Okay, so now we have that's a great sign. So now if we press the edit button, we have undefined. That means still we are not able to pass the value. So instead of calling this method, why not just print it here, console.log and x, to see whether this thing is working fine or not. Okay, so if we are pressing the, okay, what's happening? What? Sometimes it behaves so randomly, and console.log x. Okay, let's just restart the server. I don't know, there has to be some problem. Okay, there we go again. Let's wait till the server starts. Okay, I think it's loading, but we are not seeing the output. Okay, there we have, there was some problem initially. Okay, so let's just open the console, and if we are pressing on any one of this, I'll figure out this error. It's not a big deal. And find DOM is deprecated instead directly reference. Just I'll do that. In where we are pressing. Okay, there we go. When we are pressing the edit, we have something over here. So if we just need to pass this, then we can write here as this dot props dot, let's just figure out in the app.js what we named it exactly. We named this as movie edited, so we have to name it movie edited, and we have to pass the x in as well. So once we have done that stuff, we can come here in the movie edited in the x, and if I write that instead of doing this console log x, and in the movie list I have removed the x, I think, yeah, okay, so now it should work. So in the create movie stuff where we have, let's just do this. Okay, so now if we are pressing on any one edit, we are seeing that whether we are able to get the log. So I'm pressing extraction, we can see extraction detail is being we can find that. So now what we are doing is that in the app.js, when we have the movie edited in X, then why not just update this edited movie which we had initially set to null. So this dot edited movie dot set state, oh sorry, this dot set state edited movie, and we have to replace this with the X. So now our edited movie is done, and here what we can do is that when one presses, like in this case, just a minute, don't know why this thing goes blank whenever I do that step. Okay, there we go, we have something. Okay, so now what I'm trying to figure out is that when the user is passing, like when the user is clicking on this button, okay, then a form should be created over here. Okay, a form should be created over here, but the thing is that when the user is clicking on this, we have our whole data. Okay, so we need to pass that thing as well. Okay, so this thing is getting complex and I'm getting okay, so like in this video it's getting too long. Okay, so like we got to know that how to pass on the objects till now. Okay, till now we have got to know how to pass the objects, that when we are clicking anything we are at least getting the value. Okay, now your console is off, that's why, otherwise we will get the value. So that's how we will continue in the next video as well of how to continue this part again.